while I'm running in a non-existent race. 'Cause I've been waiting for me to say, oh, that so time is here, and now I can't take you away. Don't you start to ask me.
Good morning, Rudy. Thank you so much for letting me have a look around this wonderful old building. What can you tell me about this building?
Well, I bought the property 23 years ago. At that time, the most interesting part was the cellar, which was used as Adelaide's first topless restaurant.
Good heavens.
And later on, I've tried to lease the rooms out as offices. Unfortunately, nobody was interested in renting office space.
Sure.
So I put some people in there to live there, which was all right until the council came around and asked me to make an application to use it for accommodation.
What year was it a topless restaurant, Rudy?
That would have been in 93, I should say.
Oh, 1993.
1993.
Oh, okay.
20 years ago.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't... I keep thinking, oh my goodness, 93 was 20 years ago.
Yes.
Time goes so fast.
The whole building has been used as a boarding house.
Sure.
And still is.
So what kind of clients would stay in the boarding house today?
People who can't afford their own home or motel accommodation or even hotel accommodation.
Sure.
They come here, they've got their own room, they share the kitchen and the bathroom facilities with some of the other tenants, and gradually we got better and better clients, and the way it's run now, the people are quite happy to get along with each other.
Sure.
So are we.
Yes.
Yeah,
What do you know about when the building was built? Do you know what it was when it was originally built?
No, I don't, but
No,
it's
I
about
don't
150 years old and has been used for a hotel originally.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a checkered sort of history, hasn't it?
Sure have, of course.
Yeah.
Another 50 years, a lot of things
have happened.
As you can
Yeah.
imagine. Yes.
Is there any stories of this house having a resident ghost or being haunted or anything like that?
Well, I myself don't believe in anything like that.
No, of course.
Never did and never will.
Sure.
And we never found anything to suggest anything like that. We always, for all noises, we find an explanation.
Yeah.
And there are no ghosts, nothing of that nature. People have died here, yes. They even died here while I'm in office. We also had a birth here.
My goodness.
Yes, and that's what happens anywhere.
It's a wonderful piece of real estate, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Right on the corner of North Terrace and Hackney Road.
Hackney Road.
Yeah.
Gateway to Adelaide, practically.
Gateway to Adelaide.
Wrong direction.
Thank you for your time, Rudy. It's been great to chat to you.
You're welcome. I hope it helps you. The information you got helps you.
what's your story about living here?
Well, I moved in here 6 years ago. It was pretty spartan inside the room. I done the room up myself. I said, can I hang a couple of pictures? He said, yes. I hung them up, and when he saw them, bloody hell, he said.
Why, what were they of? Not naked?
I'll show you the room.
Okay.
But then we had the fire in the building.
I remember that, yeah.
That was downstairs, deliberately lit.
Oh, bloody hell.
And there was people in the rooms downstairs. In the carpet, I didn't say anything.
What's the officer of the watch, Roger?
Well, that's who keeps an eye on the building after hours.
Right. You've made this like
Bit like a night watchman.
Oh, okay. Oh, good heavens. Don't tell me you shot that poor thing.
No, the other half's hanging in the other room.
The other half?
Yeah.
Ah.
No, he's a goat, I never shot him. But that bird on top of him, that's the first bird I stuffed.
Yeah?
Mm.
So you do taxidermy?
Well, self-taught, you know. But
Yeah. Well, there you go. I like all your
That's what
paintings and pictures, Roger. I think they're fantastic.
Oh, that one's a funny one up there. If
Yeah.
you can see, I don't know, the light's not too
Nah,
good
it's
here,
all right.
But
Not even looking at you. So, what's your story?
Well, I mean, I'd say it was probably 3 days ago. I was living very rough, and I've lived here before, and Rudy said to me, "Look, mate, we've got a room spare. You can stay here. It beats living on the streets," and that's what he said. And I had to come up with certain bond and whatnot, but of course you can get that through a housing trust and whatnot. So.
What's your experience of being on the street? The weather's been disgusting lately. How did you manage?
No, I didn't manage. It was absolutely horrible. I mean, I went to the men's
bastard, what's the time?
You went to where? A men's shelter?
Yeah, and that was the same. For me, it was the same sensation as being in jail. I mean, you had the very much, you had a cellmate, and I didn't like what they were doing. I mean, they were doing drugs and whatnot, and I've got off the drugs, but I drank fairly heavily. Nevertheless, I don't like seeing people like do drugs in front of me, and here it's not the case. Like you have your own room, you've got a lock on the door, you've got your own bed, you've got a TV, and so it's good.
Is it time? 'Cause you just go about it so